iHeart, get ready. Fantasy football is here. Welcome to the Scout Fantasy Show. ScoutFantasy.com is home to the Fantasy Football World Championships and the best players in the world. Real money winners giving their secrets to help you win. Now exclusively on iHeart. This is the Scout Fantasy Show with your host, the one, the only, Dr. Roto.
Hey there, everybody, it's Dr. Roto. Get out the insurance cards, get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. All right, let's get through it. Week number 11, some crazy things happened, some big injuries, some good plays, some guys who let us down big time. We'll talk about that in a few, and of course, we'll preview tonight's epic contest between the Rams and the Chiefs. Okay, first of all, the Giants and Tampa. It's funny, I was talking to my man Fuego Steve before the game. I go, the Giants never score more than 30 points. You just have to know the Giants. And of course, I scored 38 now that I said that. Saquon Barkley, out of his mind, 142 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, really just epically good. Okay? And then he had another receiving touchdown. So, I mean, he's a special player. Odell Beckham, 4 for 74 and a touchdown. Eli Manning, 17 for 18. 231 yards, 2 touchdowns. Just an efficient day. I think for Tampa, the big problem is this. Ryan Fitzpatrick truly just isn't that good. He's just really not that good. He's had good plays, and he's played well, but he's really not that good. And Jameis Winston came in and performed admirably. Now, if I'm the Buccaneers moving forward, this is a mess. Because I don't want to bring Jameis in because I think I want to move on for him. But at the same time, I can't play Fitzpatrick, who's going to have like 17 interceptions a game. Now, if Jameis is back, bump up Mike Evans, bump up Adam Humphries, bump down Deshaun Jackson, bump down Chris Godwin. Fact. He just goes to Mike Evans. You saw what happened when Mike Evans was out there and Jameis was out there. Hello, boom. So just watch that closely. Cincinnati, Baltimore. I told you guys in the DFS video, Lamar Jackson was going to run for 100 yards. Somebody told me I was nuts. I'm not. I think Lamar Jackson will run for easily 70 yards per week. Who is Gus Edwards? I want to know who Gus Edwards is. I mean, look, I tell you that I know most everybody. And if I don't know a player, that's not really a good sign. And Gus Edwards took me by surprise. So I'm going to look up Gus Edwards right now. He was 4th on the depth charts. 4th. He benefited. He's an undrafted rookie out of Rutgers. Let's see. What did he do in Rutgers? I don't even see it here. I mean, I didn't even know this guy was that good. I've never heard of him before. So what can I tell you? The guy's 6'1", 235, but he ran like a battering ram. He ran great. Now, we've said this before. There's always a guy who emerges at the end of the season that you should have kept your money for in seasonal, for fab. Maybe it's Gus Edwards. It's certainly not Alex Collins. It's certainly not Buck Allen. And it's certainly not Ty Montgomery. So, I mean, 17 carries, 115 yards. You'd have to be blind not to play this guy next week. You got to go in on him. Now, that said, I'd get rid of every single Baltimore receiver. I don't want any of those guys. I mean, I know Willie Snead, Nick Boyle. They could play to Nick Boyle all day. The one where he just runs 2 yards and turns, so be it. But outside of that, I want no part of this game. For Cincinnati, man, look, they are lost without A.J. Green. Just lost. I know the Ravens are a good defense. I get that. But no A.J. Green, no chance. Simple. Dallas, Atlanta. My friend says to me before the game, do I like Calvin Ridley? I said, no. He said, what do you think of this game? He goes, you don't like this game? I said, it's going to be 23-21. I was a little off. It was 22-19. Dak was efficient. I knew Zeke was going to be good because Falcons don't stop running backs, certainly not receiving running backs. Dallas's defense is excellent. They did a very good job. And the only person who beat them was Julio Jones. Nobody else beat them. Look at the rest of the game. I mean, at the end of the day, that's why they lost. Ito Smith, Telvin Coleman, Sanu, Ridley, Hooper, nobody did anything. So you just let Julio Jones do his thing and just clamp down on everybody else. Great job by the Cowboys. Speaking of great jobs, Detroit Lions, what a really great job this week. Now, I'm a little nervous about Kerryon Johnson moving forward. I think he may miss this week. But, oh my God, how much do I like Kenny Golladay? This dude is number one legit. Legit. My two teams in the OC that are competing for the whole thing, interestingly enough, they have Kenny Golladay. Happy about that. By the way, on the other side of the ball, DJ Moore's special. I mean, how people dropped him earlier in the season, unreal. I got him for like, I don't know, 150 bucks, like week 5. Steal the draft. Steal. Dude's amazing. Moore and Galladay were the best parts of this game. They really were. Outstanding job. Kerryon Johnson's a good young player too. Hopefully he'll be back this season, but I don't think he'll be there on Thanksgiving. Without question, I think the worst job I saw all weekend was the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just the worst thing I saw all weekend. I don't think you can throw the ball 18 times in the NFL and expect to win. Now, you could say, well, the Jaguars played well in the first half. That's true, they did. But in the second half, they didn't make any adjustments. You've got Westbrook, you've got Moncrief, you've got Chark, you've got O'Shaughnessy, you've got Yeldon. You've got to throw the ball. You have to throw the ball just enough so the other team doesn't just stop your run. Now you're saying, but Dr. Roto, they couldn't stop the run. That's true, but eventually they did. And then eventually the Jaguars defense gave out. And the Jaguars defense was terrible at the end. Terrible. Jalen Ramsey needs to be a little bit ashamed of himself. Dude, you're not that good. You're all talk. Antonio Brown and Juju Smith-Schuster filleted you at the end. And by the way, James Conner, bad drop in the end zone. The game should have been over there. He should have caught that for the end. All right, Houston Texans and Washington Redskins. The Texans do just enough to win. I don't know if they're a really good team. And by the way, Demaryius Thomas, look for him in the box score. You know what you'll see? Nothing. Nothing. But Deshaun Watson was efficient. Kiki Kuti played very well. I like this guy. Once again, I go with the fact, Jordan Reed, tight ends against the Texans. Start your tight ends against the Texans. Fact. Fact. I feel very badly for Alex Smith. That said, I feel good for fantasy owners because Alex Smith kills fantasy statistics. Just doesn't throw the ball well enough. Doesn't throw it enough. So I'm rooting for Colt McCoy. I've always liked Colt McCoy. I do. I've always liked him. I think he's a good player. I don't know what he's going to do for this team. I don't expect that much. I think this team's playoff chances are hanging by a thread. But look, maybe McCoy gets it done. He's had opportunities. The worst thing I saw yesterday with the Tennessee Titans. I thought the Jaguars were bad, but I think that the Titans are worse. You can't not show up. This team just didn't show up. As good as they looked against the Patriots was as bad as they looked against the Colts. Now, mind you, I really like the Colts and what Frank Reich is doing. This dude is, without a doubt, my coach of the year. I love Sean McVay, but he has nothing on Frank Reich. T.Y. Hilton out of his mind, Dontrell Illman doing his job, Hines playing well, Mack doing his thing, and the defense, Kenny Moore with 10 tackles, Leonard playing well. This is a good team here. This team's one pass rusher away from being really good. For Tennessee, nothing was good. Nothing. Corey Davis was a bum. Dion Lewis, the worst chalk ever in DFS. I had a feeling. Sunday morning, I started to get rid of Corey Davis. And I just didn't get rid of him enough. I should have gotten rid of him everywhere. Pig of epic proportions. Seriously. Can't trust him. I feel so badly for the Chargers. You are winning this game the whole time and you blow it in the end? To Case Keenum? Seriously. It's just bad. You have to learn how to close out games. Give the ball to Melvin Gordon. Make the big play. Come on. Now, losing Corey Liggett is a bad loss for this team. It really is. It's a bad loss. Luckily, Joey Bosa will be back, but he really didn't do that much. Didn't play enough snaps. This team's run defense was bad. Without Bosa, without Liggett, it's a problem. It's a big problem. Keenan Allen played great. We love Keenan Allen. Melvin Gordon's special. Emmanuel Sanders didn't do anything because Case Keenum stinks. Speaking of stinks, Josh Rosen stinks. Don't tell me he had 3 touchdowns. I don't care. The one he threw to Christian Kirk was lucky. Kirk made a good play. And he missed Larry Fitzgerald a couple times. Larry Fitzgerald's been neutered by this kid. He had 9 completions. 9 completions. The Raiders win. I could not believe that. This is not a good team at all. And they beat the Cardinals. And they just ran the football. 33 carries, 152 yards. Boom, 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 boom. They didn't mess around. Seriously. I mean, Arizona's got issues. And you watched that game. Josh Rosen looked bad. Bad. It wasn't even close. All right, speaking of not close. The New Orleans Saints and Philadelphia Eagles were not close. And I'm going to say this. I would have been my own rich friend yesterday if Carson Wentz did anything. I had everybody. I had Barkley, I had Traquan Smith. You named it, I had Ezekiel Elliott, I had Hilton, I had everybody, except I had Wentz as my quarterback. This guy crapped the bed like I've never seen. This guy put a big doodle all over my bed. Unreal. I mean, Zach Ertz, 3 targets? At halftime, do you know what the difference between me and Zach Ertz was? He had 1 target and I didn't. You got to throw the ball to Zach Ertz. You're running the ball to Josh Adams? Come on. Stop running. Greg Cosell's like, oh, the Eagles want to run the ball. Why? How about throw it better? New Orleans controls the clock. They have a great passing attack. They have a great running attack. And the receivers are just good enough. And they had Dan Arnold, Austin Carr, Keith Kirkwood, Josh Hill. Guys you never even heard of were making appearances. Seriously. Great job by the Saints. Really great job. All right, Chicago and Minnesota. I thought the Bears played very well. Jordan Howard did his thing. Tariq Cohen, not a great night for him. Taylor Gabriel played well. I love this Anthony Miller kid. He's going to be special. Going to be a really special player. For Minnesota, you gotta run the ball. Dalvin Cook, 9 carries, 12 yards. Boom. There you go. That's why you lost. When Dalvin Cook gets you 10 total yards, you're not on 12 touches, you're not winning. Simple. Simple. So, I mean, I like the Vikings, but I don't think they're as good as the Bears. Let me tell you that. I think they played that game 20 times. The Bears win at 19. All right, big game tonight. Sammy Watkins, very questionable, very questionable. I'm going to say that he's a no. Love Mahomes tonight. Love Kareem Hunt tonight. Love Tyreek Hill tonight. Love Travis Kelce tonight. I have special kind of love for Travis Kelce tonight. The Rams, terrible against a tight end. Kelce goes off in a big, big, big way. For the Rams, Goff and Gurley, Brandon Cooks, Woods. Don't forget about Josh Reynolds, Gerald Everett. Just start all these guys. This is one of those games that you're just happy to be a football fan. I can't see this game letting me down. I really feel like the Eagles and Saints let me down. I don't see how this game lets me down. I just don't. Okay, speaking of not letting you down, join Vegas Whispers. Enter the promo code HOT50. We won't let you down. We'll give you the picks you need to win some money. And of course, check out scoutdfs.com. Enter the promo code ROTO70. We'll get you 70% off your first month. Willie Walls and I were on fire this week. I'll give most of the credit to Willie. He had Josh Adams. He had Traquan Smith. He was on fire. All right? So it's Chris Rose, Steve Renner, everybody doing their thing. And it's Scout Fantasy Sports. You got me. You got Sean Childs. You got Adam Ronis. We're getting close to the finish line, guys. Let's get there together. All right? But right now it's time to put away the insurance cards, put away the copay. The office is closed, my friends. Back tomorrow with more. This is Dr. Rose saying be well and take care.
Thanks for listening to the Scout Fantasy Show. There's never been a better time to join the Scout Army. Visit scoutfantasy.com. Use the promo ROTO for 2 months free. And don't forget, fantasy players, please thumbs up the podcast on the iHeart app. See you next time. Go Scouts!